You check your bank balance on your phone, and you probably feel a pretty great sense of security, right? Like that number sitting right there, that's your wealth. But actually, here's a really uncomfortable truth. Hey, I'm Rahul, and welcome to today's Explainer. We cover health, wealth, and relationships here. And today I'm promising you a complete mindset shift regarding exactly how you view your money. Let's get right into it. Okay, so let's dive right into this. Is your money really safe in the bank? It's a super straightforward question, but the answer is kind of a massive wake-up call because your real money isn't just sitting safely in your account at all. In reality, it's slowly, quietly losing its value, literally every single day you leave it sitting there. Here is the silent drain on your wealth that no one really talks about. Money that's just sitting in a regular savings account earns very little interest, and often that interest is significantly less than the rate of inflation. Think of it like trying to fill up a bathtub, but the drain is wide open. What that means in practical terms is that every single year, the exact same amount of money buys you fewer groceries, less gas, and just less of what you need to live. So your money is quietly shrinking in real purchasing power. And this brings us to our first major mindset shift. I really want you to let this one sink in. Money that just sits is losing a silent battle against rising prices. Real wealth is absolutely not about how much is sitting idle in your account. It is entirely about where that money is actually working for you. You know, wealthy people do not keep large amounts of cash idle. They just don't. Instead, they put it into things that compound over time. Things like mutual funds, real estate, building new skills, or investing in business tools. Moving even a small but consistent amount into these assets allows your money to grow, which is a total game changer compared to cash that's just sitting there perfectly still. Which leads us right to our second profound shift. Your bank account should really be viewed strictly as a tool for short-term safety and emergencies. It is absolutely not the real home for your long-term wealth. Now, before you even think about traditional investments like property or the stock market, there's a much more immediate and honestly heavily overlooked asset: you. By learning a new skill, improving how you do business, or building a needed service, you directly and drastically increase your earning power. This often creates way more real wealth early on than any standard investment ever could, simply because it directly increases your ability to generate income. And that brings us to our third shift. I want you to ask yourself this directly and be honest. Am I investing in myself the exact same way I'd want to invest my money? It's kind of a fascinating irony that most people will confidently invest more into fixed bank deposits than they ever do into their own personal growth and skill building. So, seeing a high number on a bank screen feels incredibly reassuring when you log in, right? But that balance is just one tiny piece of a much larger pie. It completely hides the full financial picture. Waiting in the wings, you have upcoming expenses, existing debt, and everyday financial commitments that all need to be paid. Real financial clarity only comes from zooming out and looking at this entire picture. So, the crucial point here is this final shift in our understanding. True wealth and real financial clarity come from measuring your overall net worth. Simply put, net worth is what you own minus what you owe. That calculation right there is the true measure of your financial health. It's not just an isolated checking or savings balance. If we distill everything down today, here is the absolute core takeaway of this entire explainer. Your money is meant to move. It was never meant to just stagnate in a bank account. It's meant to move into assets, into your own personal growth, and into the vehicles that build real, lasting wealth over time. So I want to leave you with a challenge to take action this week. Take just one step by moving even a small amount of idle savings into something that actually grows, whether that's an investment, a new skill, or your own business. Really think about it. Which one will you start with? Let me know down in the comments. I would absolutely love to read your answers. If this explainer shifted how you think about your money, be sure to subscribe. I share new insights on health, wealth, and relationships every single week. But before you go, remember this: your money is sitting there, literally waiting for instructions. What are you going to tell it to do today? Thank you so much for learning with me, and I will see you in the next explainer.